What's up, you guys? Cece back with another video. Today's video, we're going to talk about how to start your fitness journey and become your own badass body goals. Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today we're going to talk about how to start a fitness journey. And I realize there are tons of these videos out there, but I feel like most of them lend to something different, right? This one's going to be personal for me and how I ended up starting my fitness journey and becoming my own body goals. I used to look at these girls on Instagram. I used to look at these celebrities and say, damn, how come my body didn't bounce back like that after I had kids? Or how come my body doesn't look like that and this woman is 50 years old and I'm not? Like, how can I get my body to look like theirs, right? And so I went through an entire mindset shift. I've been on this wellness journey for the past almost 2 years now, and I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about my body, and I've just learned so much about fitness and wellness as a whole and just what works for me. And so I want to share those tips with you today. First tip in starting your fitness journey is finding your why. And I think this is probably a common tip, but you have to have something that pushes you. You have to have something that motivates you and keeps you disciplined on those days that you don't want to go to the gym, on those days that you don't want to eat right, on those days that you don't want to do the things that you know you need to do. You have to have something that pushes and motivates you. So you have to have a why. For me, I have several different whys. One was getting and having more energy. Also, I want to look good, okay? I want to look good. I want to look good for my husband. I want to look good for myself. I want to look good naked. I want to look good in my clothes. I don't want to go to that fitting room and get those fitting room scaries. And you guys know what I mean. When we go to the fitting room and you're trying on clothes, sometimes it is the worst feeling in the world when nothing fits, nothing looks right, and you're looking for clothes for an event. Or say you're just looking for clothes and you're just going clothes shopping, you're like, I need some new jeans. And you go into that fitting room and sometimes it is just the worst feeling in the world and you come out feeling so down on yourself. I don't want to feel like that anymore. And so that is where my zest for my wellness journey started. And I think a big point coming out of that also is confidence. I want to be more confident in my body and confident in myself. I feel like when you feel like you look good, you just feel good. You ain't got to look good to nobody else, but if you feel like you look good, you feel good, you come off more confident, and that shows in every aspect of your life. And that's the shit I'm on this year, right? So that's what I want to exude, is just confidence, this badass woman. And I feel like when I look good, I feel better, and that just helps me in all aspects of my life. So those are the reasons that I have to keep moving forward in my journey. As I was saying before, you also have to have a mindset shift, and I had a full mindset transformation. I feel like I got to the point where I got sick of my own shit, right? I got tired of feeling low energy. I got tired of not feeling good and not feeling confident in my clothes. I got tired of being tired at the fitting room. I got tired of, wanting to wear something sexy or go out with my husband and just not have the confidence to wear it. Like, I have all these beautiful clothes in my closet and most of them were like, I'm not wearing that. I can't fit that. It doesn't look good on me. My stomach looks like this in it. And I got to the point where I just got tired of feeling that way and I wanted a change. And that is probably the biggest shift that happened with me, is that I got tired of being tired. Nobody else can get tired for you, right? You have to be tired of feeling that way, of feeling down on yourself, of feeling not as confident as you should be feeling, and you have to make that mindset shift and take those steps to make the changes. Every year I had these weight loss goals. I had these body goals. If you guys are subscribed to my other channels, if you're not, they're linked down below. But if you're subscribed to my other channels, and you've been watching me for a while, then you're aware of all the different like diets that I've done, and all the time I've lost weight, gained it back, lost weight, gained it back. You're aware of all that shit. And so it just feels really good to finally be doing something sustainable, because I have been through it all, right? I'll lose 10 pounds, gain it back, lose 10 pounds, gain it back. And every single time I just find myself being knocked on my ass and not wanting to get back up. But the important thing is I get back up every single time. And even if it didn't last, I still continued to get back up. But in order for it to last, I had to really just overhaul my life and really think about what I'm doing as a sustainable lifestyle change versus just, this is just a diet that I'm on because I'm going on vacation in a couple of months. You know, those are the times that it won't last. But when you think of it, this is just my lifestyle now. I go to the gym 5 days a week. That's just my lifestyle. Like, there's no non-negotiable. Kind of like I have kids. My kids have to be fed every single day. Several meals, by the way, every single day. And that's not something that I put on my to-do list. That's not something that is negotiable. They have to get fed. The same way I'm thinking about my journey now, I have to go to the gym. That's just a part of my life. So that is what I mean when I say a mindset shift. My next tip in starting is to set small, achievable goals. Don't try to go cold turkey and be like, I'm not eating any meat, I'm going straight vegan starting from here on out. Or I'm gonna go to the gym every single day for the next 30 days. Like, don't try to do anything drastic or do anything extreme when you're first starting out, because if you do, like, eventually that motivation is gonna go away. So you're really motivated at the beginning. You're like, yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Day 1, I did this. Day 2, I did this. Day 3, I don't really feel like doing it, but I'm gonna get up because we on day 3. Day 4, it's like, oh shit, I gotta go again. Day 5, it gets even worse. And then by the first week, you're done with whatever it is you're doing because it was just so hard to be sustainable. You want to start with something that's sustainable from the beginning. And that was the biggest change that I made that I feel like really worked this time. I started with small, sustainable habits from the very beginning versus trying to go cold turkey, trying to do keto and not eat any carbs. That's not realistic for me or my lifestyle, and it's definitely not sustainable. So little shifts like that, small sustainable steps that you can take that will last you, those are what you want to start out with. So when we're talking about exercising, don't say, I want to go to the gym every single day if you don't exercise at all right now. I would say something like, hey, I'm going to get up and try to maybe hit a step goal. So maybe you're only getting 5,000 steps a day now. Try to up that to 7,500 and say every day, I'm going to hit 7,500 steps. Or I'm going to take a walk during my lunch break every day. Take a quick 15-minute walk. Start off with small changes. I promise you, you will see a shift, and it's just going to make you want to do more and more. Same with water. I'm going to drink a gallon of water a day. Well, for everyone, that's just not sustainable. It's definitely not sustainable for me. So start off with something else. If you don't drink any water right now, say I'm going to have 2 cups of water a day, 3 cups of water a day, or I'm going to replace the soda that I drink with water once a day. Start there, and then as that becomes part of your life, start to build on those habits. My next tip is to try different foods and different forms of movement. So just try different things, right? So if you're like, walking is boring, I don't want to do walking, find a yoga class or a beginner's Pilates class or something like that that is just different. Find things that you actually like. You know what else won't work? Is if you're doing something that you totally hate for a long period of time, right? So if you're like, I'm gonna go work out, I'm gonna go to the gym every single day and lift weights, but you hate lifting weights, that's not what you want to do. don't do that to yourself. Again, this is a lifestyle change, so find something that works for you. If you like to try different things, you can do something like ClassPass, where you can purchase a membership and then you can go to different types of fitness classes in your area. That is great for people who like to do different workouts all the time. So think about that, try different things, figure out what you like to do, and just get your body moving. Same with different foods, right? So my diet is never perfect, okay? It consists of mostly healthy eating, but also eating what I want, right? My diet consists of so many different things, but what I found works best with trying to eat healthy has been trying different foods and different recipes. There's only like chicken, right? I love chicken. We eat chicken a lot. Chicken is in most of the dishes that we make around here, but finding different ways to cook chicken and different ways to prepare it has been a game changer. I don't just want to saute chicken on top of the stove and eat that every single day, but finding different side dishes to go with it, different chicken dishes, that has been super helpful with keeping us on track and eating at home. Track your progress. You guys, I can't stress tracking your progress enough, because if we don't see progress, that will derail your entire mindset and it just makes you not want to keep going, right? So track your progress from day one. Take lots of photos. I take one photo a month and I do my measurements once a month, but if you want to take photos once a week, if you want to take them once a day, hell, take lots and lots of pictures, because sometimes it doesn't show up on the scale, but what will show up is in those photos. You'll see your face get a little slimmer. You'll see your arms get a little slimmer. You'll see that back fat start to melt before you see it on the scale. And it's so satisfying to look back at your pictures and go, wow, that was me. That was me? Are you kidding me? And then to look at yourself at your current moment after all the work that you put in, it just gives you that extra dose of motivation that you need to keep going, because you're not always going to be motivated. So this becomes, again, a lifestyle, and it becomes a discipline. So, and sometimes you just need an extra push, and looking back at those photos for me definitely gives me an extra push. On top of tracking my progress, I also track like my daily activities. So I have my Apple Watch where I'm tracking my steps. I'm tracking the calories that I burn during my workout. That also helps me go a little harder. I don't know, the Apple Watch, sometimes I get a little weary about the Apple Watch because I feel like it's almost an obsession where you're like, oh my gosh, I have to hit this amount of calories at the gym or it's not a good workout. And it becomes kind of this obsession. But if you can make sure you keep that in check and you're not going crazy about the numbers, it's such a great boost, because I'm at the gym and I'm like, okay, this is what I usually get. So if I don't get this amount of calories, then I know I probably wasn't pushing myself as hard. So it just helps kind of give you those notches to look forward to. It also helps keep your step count, like I said. So having something like an Apple Watch is super helpful. And I also track my food throughout the day to make sure that I stay on track and I'm within my macros and my calorie count. So if you guys want me to talk about macros a little more, how I track them and how I calculated my macros, let me know down below and I can do a separate video on that. But I track my macros, calculate my macros, and it helps me stay on track throughout the day and helps me stay within my calorie count to hit my specific fitness goals. My last tip is to say daily positive affirmations. So one thing that I wanted to make sure that I started this time around was appreciating my body for where it is right now and what it does for me. My body carries me through this life and does so much for me. My body made 3 little humans. Like, what? My body literally pushed out 3 little humans. Like, our bodies are so amazing, and I'm floored every time I think about what it does and how much it does and carries me through the day, how much I beat my body up and it just continues to bounce back and carry me through this life. So I try to be appreciative of my body every single day, no matter what stage it is. Whether I've gained 3 pounds, whether I've lost pounds, I am appreciative of what my body looks like and what it can do. So daily positive affirmations have been very helpful for me to just give a positive outlook on my body. I was always so negative in how I felt about my body and my body image. Just as you get older, as you have children and your body starts to change and you start to gain weight and you just don't look the same as you always looked, it can be really hard to face that fact and to see your body in a positive light. But I love my body now. I'm not ashamed of my body. I'm a lot more confident, and I really owe a lot of that to being intentional about what content I'm consuming and what I'm saying to myself. I'm always the hardest on myself, and that is something that I actively work on daily. But the things I used to say to myself about my body were horrible when I think back. Just how much I just really didn't like my body. And just changing your mindset about that makes such a huge difference with how you feel and how you show up for yourself daily. So daily positive affirmations about your body and your abilities will go a long way. So thank you guys so much for watching. Those are my tips on how to start your fitness journey. If there's anything in this video that I talked about that you want me to go more in depth on and do a video on, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know down below and we'll get that done, okay? Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you like my content, please subscribe to this channel. I love you, and I'll see you in the next upload. Bye. Would you take me on the